In computer networks, what is a default gateway? Now this number which you see here, we'll discuss that. Default gateway, in order to understand that, we have to be aware of the IP address. Now this is a computer. The internet service provider, if you are on internet, it will give you some IP. If you have a local area network, then you can assign an IP by yourself, or the network administrator will assign that. Alright. So this is the IP address which you see here, 32-bit. Now subnet mask is what is the network part, what is the host part. That is what this subnet mask is used in order to just separate out the network part. Now here this 80 is what? It is a host. That is, your host number is 80 in the network which is designed by or designated by 192.168.1. Now just assume that this is a network and you are one of the part of it. This is 192.168.1.80 is one part which belongs to you, and you are in a network. So this network is to be connected with another network, or you can say a packet has to be incoming from this N2 network into your network. Now can you answer me where this packet will go first? Where? The answer is given by default gateway. That is, this is a logical network in which you are one of the hosts. Now the 192.168.1.1, which is, just assume that this particular which I just highlighted is the IP of this system. So your IP is .80, this IP is .1. This is this default gateway. That means from another network, when the packet will enter into your network, what is the default entrance point? And this is the entrance point. This is the default gateway. Alright. So gateway is a node that routes the traffic from a system to another network segment. Or you can call that this default gateway commonly connects the internal networks to the outside network. And why we call it as a default? Because this is a default path. It is pre-selected. It is already informed to travel that this path has to be taken. You have to enter another network through this path, and that is the default gateway. See, this is your house. Now if you don't give any door, how are you going to allow somebody to enter? It will not jump from some other side. So once you give a gate, then the person can come inside, go to different rooms. So the main entry to enter that house is the default gateway, because it is default, and the gateway is from where the packet has to enter in that whole network. So there are different functions. Major function of this default gateway is actually to pass the information to another router when the current packet does not know the destination. If you're not aware of where to go, default gateway solves this problem. So it is a node or a router in the network that connects the host to a remote network components. Okay. So you can call it as, this is an entry point for the packets in the network, which you have to give, or you have to know that this is the point you have to enter. Please remember, this whole network has one point of entry. This 80 is given to you. That means you might be, say, some 200 computers are there. One of the number is yours and one of the number is 192.168.1.1. So that 192.168.1.1, that is one of the computer in whole network, will be the entry point, and that is the default gateway. Alright.